Communities picking up more than a foot of snow. Out toward Highlands Ranch, 14.2 inches, 12.2 out in Federal Heights. Aurora looking good at 11.5, 9.6 officially out at DIA. So that takes our seasonal totals to right smack dab at average, which is just wonderful. Many of these locations to the south and to the west, Littleton looking at those higher amounts, 13.2 inches, 10.5 in Arvada. Golden looking at about 8.8. So many communities looking at just wow, a lot of snow early this morning, a lot to plow, a lot to shovel, but hopefully you're having a little bit of fun with it too. This is our camera atop Lookout Mountain. I love this shot, just a gorgeous wintry landscape for us with some bright blue skies in the far off distance. A few more clouds here downtown Denver. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at a bit more sunshine this afternoon and temperatures slowly climbing out of the deep freeze. The view out there in Boulder, mostly cloudy skies, but still you can see the Flatirons dusted in snow, and it looks pretty good out there too. As far as the temperatures go, we still are extremely cold. So some of you are looking at some sunshine out there. That's just cosmetic because we're now at 24 downtown, a little warmer around Boulder at 30 Longmont up to Fort Collins. Teens, however, still up in Walden, and you can see out at DIA we're at 25. The winds out of the north only 8 miles per hour, but it is making it feel a lot colder, more like 16 when you walk out the door. So factor that in if you still have to walk the dog around the neighborhood or just get out and about and run some errands. This afternoon, daytime highs will top about 40 degrees or so across the eastern plains. Folks out there didn't see quite as much snow. Fingers crossed we can head toward the mid 30s here in the metro area, but a lot of snowfall on the ground might actually prevent us from making it this warm. We'll stay in the 20s up in the mountains, but the majority of that snow already moving out of the state. Still have a few isolated snow showers cruising into Nebraska, a few across south central Colorado. Otherwise, we zoom out and you can see our next storm system already starting to churn across the Pacific Northwest. It's ushering in some more snow across Idaho as we speak, and this will be dropping into our state tomorrow. Up in the mountains, more snow for you folks. It should be a nice powder weekend. Tonight here in Denver, we'll go partly cloudy. Temperatures, however, falling into the teens for us overnight, so it's a cold one. The winds remain fairly light here in the city, but they will be kicking up as we go in and around the foothills. Statewide, the temperatures fall to the mid-teens in northern Colorado. Similar setup going up in the mountains, and then slightly more moderate into the 20s across the eastern plains. Now, as we look at the future cast, you'll notice really the next couple of hours or so, not a ton going on. A lot of that snowfall has already moved out. Dinner time looking good. Hopefully the roads will be okay for that evening drive. And then this is about 11 o'clock when we start to see some of those clouds drifting in along the western slope. Overnight into the tomorrow morning, however, we'll kick off the day with some sunshine. Couple of quick little showers going around Rabbit Ears Pass. Nothing major really until later tomorrow evening when the center of that storm dives into the state. It's going to be 11 midnight and then continue throughout the day on Saturday, and that's when we have the best shot at seeing some of that snow here in the Denver metro area, but still it really doesn't look like we will see much. Again, not nearly as powerful as what we saw roll in late last night. Here's the jet stream forecast. We'll be watching that low drop into Colorado. As it rolls in, it of course will bring the mountains some snow, but here in eastern Colorado and then up in the foothills, the winds. We'll be talking about the winds quite a bit for us tomorrow as we watch the storm system push in. So here we go. This is about 11 o'clock tonight. You can already see 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Overnight, they just really crank up. By early tomorrow morning, it's fairly quiet here in the city, but as we fast forward, you'll notice these stronger winds roll off the foothills into the metro area. 1, 2 o'clock, 25, 30 mile per hour wind gusts coming across the urban corridor. And then as the afternoon and evening wears on, things start to simmer down just a little bit. So factor that in. If you're driving up to the mountains, you live in the foothills, you'll be buzzing around the metro area tomorrow afternoon. Those winds certainly could be a bit problematic and also make us feel just a little cooler. So it should be a seasonal day at 45 with some sunshine, but again, the winds will make it just feel a tad cooler. Daytime highs for us tomorrow will stay in the mid 40s across the eastern plains, up into the high country, 20s, low 30s at best as we await that next storm. Wow, the graphics are really doing something funky for me, but we'll roll with it. We'll be back to the mid 40s tomorrow. All my colors are gone. How weird. It's like black and white TV. We're going back to the good old days. Let's see what my 7-day forecast looks like. Normal. Yay. This is the real moneymaker, guys. As we look ahead toward the weekend, we'll be be back to the upper 30s on Saturday. Again, here in the metro area, just a few isolated showers. It does not look major whatsoever. If you're up in the mountains, you'll see more snow. Again, as we look ahead toward next week, hey, Monday is March 1st. So I'm saying March coming in like a lamb rather than a lion. You know that saying, right? As we head toward the first couple of days, temperatures are just going to be so warm. All of the snowfall that is in your backyard, front yard, it's gone. It's long gone as we're close to 60 degrees on Wednesday. And then next Thursday rolls around, and right now it does look like another storm system will roll in Thursday evening. It could potentially bring us just a little bit of snow. So that's kind of what we have going on now. So I'm going to hop on to Facebook, see if you guys have any questions for me. Hello, Seth. I love it. You're always number one on our Facebook Lives. So great. Love the white blankets. Yes, absolutely. It looks so pretty. Denise wondering about the roads. To be honest, I have not been out and about. I know late last night they were an absolute mess, early this morning, but with the sunshine, that should be helping things just a bit. Dee Dee, it's Diane, hello, from Deer Trail. You're not going to see any snowfall tonight. If we see any, it will primarily be Saturday afternoon, evening, and again, it doesn't look like we'll see much. Oh, Denise saying you're mostly melted in Aurora. Wow, that was pretty fast. Tracy wondering what happened to the 3 to 4 inches of snow. Yesterday we were forecasting about 4 to 8 here around the Denver metro area. Basically we had these really strong snow bands set up right across the heart of the city, and they just would not move. And so we were just seeing the snow dump and dump and dump and stack up. So we were not anticipating those bands sitting over downtown Denver, thinking they were going to be a little bit further to the south and to the west, closer toward Castle Rock. And they just set up a little bit further to the north. And here we are, which I don't know, I'm kind of liking all the snow. It's a nice change of pace, that's for sure. Yes, okay, 10 inches, Ronnie saying in Arvada. Cool, that looks about right with all the numbers that I saw too. Let's see. Yes, love Colorado, right? It's just, we have the wildest weather around here. You know, it makes forecasting an absolute challenge when you have the Rocky Mountains just off to your west that are 14,000 feet high, and they can turn storms all sorts of directions, and it makes it fun. But anyways, you guys have any more questions? I think the 7-day forecast pretty much lays it out. After this whopper of a storm, we're pretty much done. Again, the mountains don't have any advisories at the moment, but really it does look like the northern and central mountains will see the majority of the snow late Friday night into Saturday. So fresh powder if you're heading up there. Here in Denver, a few flurries. We'll call it a day. It will be a cooler weekend for sure, but Sunday the sunshine will be back out, and then wow, that big warm up on the way early next week, tons of sunshine, and then I'm keeping my eyes on that Thursday storm for you, but right now things aren't looking too crazy. Just kind of a nice break from this wild weather that we saw and all of the snow shoveling and plowing I'm sure y'all had to do. Theron saying reporting 7 inches in Broomfield. Awesome. Anyone else have any more snow reports? I know I showed a few in the beginning that were pretty impressive around the city. I mean, Cherry Hills Village, Littleton, all picking up more than a foot of snow, close to it anyway, in Arvada. Broomfield looking good, Golden about 8.8, and then the snowfall in Highlands Ranch, wow, really taking the cake, close to 15 inches out there, which is just amazing. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys, actually, the breakdown of the snowfall here in Denver. So, you know, we were looking at like 3 inches, 4 inches before the storm system rolled in. And then now February taking the cake at 13.5 inches for the entire month of February. That takes our seasonal totals are 33.6, and believe it or not, our average to date should be 33.6. What a coincidence, right? So we're looking good. I am very happy that we got just a huge storm. We really haven't seen that kind of storm, that much snowfall in a 2-day period in about the past 5 years, which is a long time. You know, we live in Colorado. We should be seeing these kind of storm systems a bit more often. But 9.6 inches officially out at DIA, our 2-day storm total. It's the biggest one we've seen since 2016, which is just crazy. That storm also had a lot of moisture in it. So that's good. We need the precip. We need that water really to set in as far as the drought monitor goes, seeing those conditions improve, and then also our snowpack numbers. So that's just kind of a little taste of the data as far as DIA goes anyway. I'll hop back on, see if you guys have any other questions for me. 10 inches in Lodo. Streets look good. The sunshine is melting it off. Yes, that should be awesome. Really, the rest of the day, the sunshine should be helping us out. Sending warm wishes to Denver from Scottsdale, Arizona, where it's going to be 82 today. Okay, rub it in, I see. All right, guys, looks like that's going to be about it. I'm going to head on my way. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And hey, we'll be back here same time, same place tomorrow. We'll chat about the weekend. Have a good one.